Hi there, I'm Vera O'Connor and welcome to my studio. Now I wanted to continue with our tide pool series here, and you can see this focuses on above and below the water. Now you can evolve it and make it more detailed if you like, or you could keep it very simple, something like this, and just put some color in and crabs and eyes and have a lot of fun with this. This is great for kids. And the thing for adults, what you'll learn about this is we have a landscape above and how to get the reflection in and the idea of painting underwater. So even though this may seem like it's very elementary, there is a lot to learn in that particular lesson. Now, what I wanted to do is continue with that series and show you how you can easily paint a little hermit crab. Now, this one is very simple and it's a lot of fun for kids or new beginners, but if you wanted to make it a little more advanced, this is another way of doing it. And what happens with this, you can see we're working with shading the eyes and how to get a little bit of depth inside the shell. Even though these seem like very simple lessons, or maybe they don't. The idea is we're getting shape in there, we're working with a subject that's fun, and then you can apply it into your own paintings later, or really any subject, because what you learn here can be applied to any of these other things that I have in my studio. So let's get started and have some fun. For this painting, I thought I would do a little hermit crab. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. He's got a great big shell, and then he's got his little legs and eyes. I'm going to go ahead and just take a light color of blue-gray combination. Really anything should do just fine. If you want to make it purple, that's fine too. We're going to go ahead and just try to have a light value. That means a lot of water, very little color, and we're going to shape our shell. So I'm just scooping up our color, and I'm going to go along the pencil line on one side like this and try to get the shadow in there. Just a little bit. Tiny bit on that side. However you think that little shell should be. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and just give the impression of some lines going across, just like that. Oh, I think that's really simple. And then let's go along the outside of our shell like this so we can see it. And soften a little bit of that area up. And I'm actually going to remove some of the water by just pressing a little harder on my brush, just like that. And if you want more lines, you can always put more lines in, but this way you'll have just the basic idea. Okay, now we've got our shell in, and that's really all we need to do. We can't do anything else to it because right now I think you can see that's really wet and shiny, so I have to wait for that to dull down and not be as wet. But in the meantime, I can think about what do I want to do for the legs, what color do I want, the red and orange that I have in my palette. And I could either go on dry paper, or I can do what we did with the shell and use some water. Let's go ahead and do that. If I put any color right here, it's going to spread into the shell. I'm just wetting these few little spots with my brush. Clean water, just like that. Let's see, just like that. This is just water that I'm putting in, tinted water, because I've got a color in my rinse bucket. And then let's take the color that we have here and just drop it in. Just like that. It's fun to let it mingle. I just want to get some color in here. And in fact, I think I'm going to go around the top. I'm going to go over the eyes because otherwise I have to be too careful. Just like that. And then once it dries, I'll do a bit more. And I'm thinking, how far do I want to bring that up? Something like that. I'm just filling this in, and then I'm going to let that dry. Now that's all I can really do right now. Okay, now that he's dry, let's start working on that shell. And I think I'm going to choose maybe a bluish color like that, something like that, and maybe a little bit of brown, something, or maybe I'll take my orange and just kind of mingle it all together, something like that. Remember how we press and taper our stroke? Let's go ahead, press and taper it. I could use a smaller brush if I wanted to. I want to try to get just a little more shape in there. And I don't want them all to be the same. I might even skip it a little bit, or maybe I'll even go on this side. I'm just going to go back and forth, basically just like that. How fun. And then let's go ahead and go a little wider up there and maybe a tiny bit. Maybe we'll just make a few little lines like that. So that really is all we need to do. And then press. Just give the impression of our little shell. And if that looks like too many lines or it starts to look like a zebra instead of a shell, let's just touch a few of those spots like that and break it up a little bit. Maybe even bring in a slightly different color to give it a bit more pizzazz. That's fun. Let's see how that goes. All right, we can leave that alone for a second and let's think about maybe a shadow, because you know he's sitting inside his shell. So if we do that, let's go around. We're going to leave his body nice and orange. And let's put him back in his little house just by going around him. And I'm going to give him a shadow so that way he's hiding in his shell. Just like that. And then we can go ahead and start making his little legs a little brighter. And then I'm going to go press just like that and press. So now he has a lot of color there. And maybe press just like that and press. So I'm just working with my brush stroke. And over here, let's do the same thing. Maybe bring it down a little bit more. And then the same thing over here. Maybe thin and press. And then let's press, 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 just like that. Look, he's starting to show up. Then I'll give him a little bit of a leg right underneath his shell there. Then let's bring it up. Maybe we need to bring his legs up a little higher. This is still wet up here, but I think we can get away with it. I'm painting around the eyes. I could paint over them, but I'm painting around them. Let's give him a couple little lines there. I'm not sure what to do with it, so we'll just do that. Let's get his little antennas in there. I'm going to hold my brush a little higher up the handle, follow my pencil line just like that. Maybe one over here, but I'm going to grab some of my black. I'm going to drop it in, trying to stay away from that wet color. Otherwise, it's going to bleed into that. Let's give him some nice eyes. And I can do more details with a smaller brush once everything dries, but that's basically what I would be thinking about. We go around just like that with a smaller brush. And that hard line can be a bit distracting, so I don't necessarily want to leave it that way. But it does help us have the impression of detail. Then I'm going to use a clean brush, soften a few of those edges so it doesn't stand out too much. Now we've got a wonderful little hermit crab. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this really simple little lesson. It's always a lot of fun to paint these little creatures. So until next time, have fun and happy painting.